Neighbor is suing me, because one of my horses nearly killed her kid. Sorry for any crappy formatting. I am on mobile. She's suing me for around $5K and for legal fees as well. Now, she let the kid climb into the paddock with my stallion, who is extremely aggressive and territorial. This woman has been told multiple times to not come onto our property or even touch our horses besides the stallion. Is there any way I could make a counter-claim to it? I have footage of her letting her kid pet the stallion, and some of our other animals. I could pay this off, but I don't want this on my record, as I am about to go and buy 10 or 15 more horses to fill in land at our farm. I just need to know how I can get this woman to stay off of our property permanently, so that this does not happen again. If you are being sued, you really should have a lawyer representing you. Also, if she's trespassing onto your land with her children in order to pet your horses, you should report her to the police. This is like the classic, my neighbor's kid snuck into my yard and drowned in my pool, cases. Whether or not they have a claim comes down to their ability to prove negligence from your end, or that your animal was extremely vicious. Did you have proper fencing? Did you have any signage? Was a horse you knew to be dangerous in an area too easily accessible? Have you previously allowed them to do this or similar? If they had no permission to enter your property, and purposely climbed over your fence, then it'd be hard for them to prove from their end. Your homeowner's insurance may actually have a personal liability clause in there that covers you against these types of suits, by the way, so definitely check there. If you don't already have liability insurance, you should 100% get it if you'll have many horses. As for your property, put up no trespassing signs and/or a fence around the perimeter. If you see her coming on again, then call the police. In any case, you should get a lawyer to advise you on this. I have fencing all around my property, and the stallion is kept in a paddock with double fences just because of how mean he is. We also have no trespassing signs, and they aren't allowed near any of our animals, let alone on our property. Then you should certainly contact your homeowner's insurance. They should handle getting you a lawyer, etc. If you haven't actually been served or contacted by an attorney, don't sweat any of it. But absolutely call the police and report them for trespassing. Make sure they follow through with it and not just make a report. Explain that you have very valuable animals that you're worried about them harming, and they have been repeatedly told to stay off your property. What people mean when they ask you if she is actually suing you is you've been officially served notice of a lawsuit. Not just her saying, "I'm suing you. Give me $5,000 in attorney's fees." Has a process server actually served you notice of a lawsuit that specifically says, "You are being sued"? Or has she just told you verbally, or maybe even had someone send you an email saying they're suing you? Because none of that is legit. Other than that, everyone else's advice here is solid. Let your insurance handle it. And contact the cops. Stop talking to her. Retain a lawyer, through your insurance, and have all communication go through them. She's not suing until you get a summons and complaint served on you. Regardless, the second she mentioned lawyers, you needed to stop talking to her directly. All correspondence should go through an attorney and/or your insurance, full stop.